In today's episode, Matt Godfrey uses a drill. Brenda sits in a chair. People catch some fish. Toby Clark death chokes a ginger. And Adam Rooney makes a pole rig. When?
Thank you, Tank, for that lovely intro. I've just got back from the Tackle Guru Live podcast at Barston Lakes. It was a brilliant evening. Thank you to everyone that attended. We love doing events like this where we get to see all the anglers and interact and show you some cool new products as well. So stick around because I did a little sneaky video of some of our new stuff that's coming out next year and you'll get to see that on this video. Quite a bit to talk about. I've got a couple of lovely big checks here. 20 grand's worth that will be paid out in our competitions next year. So just a little update on what's happening with those. But before we get to all that good stuff, I'll just quickly run through the match results from last week and what's happening over the Christmas period. Then we'll have a look at the live podcast stuff and talk about the competitions. Right, so on Saturday, the Silverfish Open was won by Philip White with £16 11 ounces from peg 5 on eaves. Mega close match because Kaylee Dowd had £16 1 ounce from peg 13 on eaves. So not a lot in it, sort of one skimmer in that between them. Brilliant stuff. On Sunday, the Wizard, he's back. The Wizard waved his magic wand and won the match with £52 14 ounce from peg 19 on eaves. Well done, Wizard. Tuesday's Bomb and Feeder, another return to form. Pete Gould's been struggling a little bit later, but he led the way on Tuesday with £58 9 ounces from peg 13 on eaves. Peg 13 on eaves is in the middle of the end bank and peg 12 wasn't in. So Pete's like cast up to the reed bed in the right hand corner and caught a few carp. Mega well done. Another tight match because Martin Edis finished second on the match with £55 8 ounces from Rose's peg 6. Well done, Martin. Wednesday's over 50s was won by Simon Foster with £30 from peg 24 on Rose's. Not a peg many people fancied, but he's gone and won the match. That's what can happen at Kiveton. So mega well done, Simon. Wednesday as well. I was here Wednesday and it was absolutely freezing. Bit of weird weather at the minute. Really cold wind. Definitely knocked the fish off a little bit. Thursday's Silverfish match. Another very close match with less than £1 between the top two. Shane led the way with £25 6 ounces from peg 7 on eaves. And Chris Elmson on the next peg, peg 5 on eaves, had £24 13 ounces. So right down to the wire, that one. Well done, everyone. We've got a mega busy Christmas period with plenty of matches and plenty of pleasure fishing available as well. I can't remember it all off the top of my head, so up here probably I'll put a list of everything that's happening over Christmas. So you can pause this video if you want and make a note of what we've got available. Plenty of matches. We've got some Silverfish matches, Open matches, Bomb and Feeder matches. The Silverfish Winter League on the Saturday, Sunday between Christmas and New Year, that's sold out. So that one's maxed out. We'll probably run another one in the spring. So I'll get some information out for that one probably early January. So keep your eyes peeled. If you've missed out on this one and fancy a go, or if you're booked on this one and want to get booked on the next one, keep your eyes peeled so you don't miss out. Right, I think that's everything for that section. So we'll have a quick talk through. We'll start with this one, which is the Guru Feeder Cup. So originally we'd planned to use 3 venues for qualifiers, which was Ully Reservoir, Langold Lake and Elsica Reservoir. But due to Langold being really bad with weed, we moved some away just in case. Now Langold is back up and fishable again, all the weed's gone and the lads are catching fish from all over the lake. We thought it best to bring a few qualifiers back. So there's now 3 qualifiers back at Langold Lake. Full list of all those qualifiers are on the event section of the Tackle Guru website. So head over to there if you want to see exactly when these qualifiers are and book yourself a ticket. Basically, you've got to win your 15 peg zone to get in a final with 30 other anglers for a chance of winning £10,000. The final is still at Ully Reservoir, which is a great venue, so it'd be good for the final. So, yep, £10,000 one there. Little update on the Guru Feeder Cup. And then this beauty, which Leon Hardwick won last year. We've made some changes to that competition. We've got a nice big pool of commercial anglers within the Guru ranks, all our sponsored anglers and consultants and everyone else. We listened to feedback from the event because we knew we could sort of do that a little bit better. And the feeling was there was just too many anglers in the final. We actually had 72 anglers in the final over the 2 days, which is a lot of anglers for a big money event. So we've listened to everybody with less qualifiers and less anglers in the final for next year. There's only going to be 32 anglers in the final. So that will be 16 at Aston, 16 at Kiveton, and then obviously you fish one day on each venue. So it'll be the same format it'll be section points, and the most points wins the lovely big cheque. Thinking behind this as well, anglers get into a big final like that, you want to feel like you've got a chance off of sort of anywhere you draw. You don't want to draw a peg on a big money final and feel like you're completely out the race. So here at Kiveton Waters, for the final of the Commercial Masters, we'll only have 8 anglers on Roses, which is ridiculous. It's a 34 peg lake. So 8 anglers spread around there and 8 anglers on Eves, which Eves is a 25 peg lake. And honestly, mid-September, 8 anglers on each lake, you cannot pick a winning peg. That could be won from anywhere. So if you're lucky enough to get to the final, you know you come in here and you've got a great chance of catching loads of fish off any peg. So that's going to be a wonderful, wonderful event to showcase this fishery. Qualifiers, we've listened to everyone. So there's 16 qualifying rounds going to be dotted all around the country. I think we've got some at Tunnel Barn Farm, Rookery Waters, Western Pools, Alders Farm, Aston Park Fisheries, and here. I might have missed one anyway, but early January tickets are going on sale for this, and I'm sure they're going to be fairly sought after. So keep an eye on early January on our social medias over at Tackle Guru, as well as what we do at Kiveton. And there's £20,000 worth of competition money there for next year. We've really enjoyed the live podcast. I didn't do loads of filming, just a few quick little snippets to give like a bit of behind the scenes stuff on this channel before the main one goes up. We did film the live podcast, which will be out when that gets edited. Live Christmas special. I'm not sure when that's going up. So keep your eye on the Tackle Guru socials to see that one. It was a great, great night. Credit to the boys. We've got Adam Rooney, Matt Godfrey, Steve Ringer and Andy Bennett all on stage. There were some great questions. Did a big question and answer section at the end of the night, and some real thought-provoking questions. You know, I sat down and watched a little bit, and I really enjoyed the answers from the boys. A few things Steve Ringer, Andy Bennett, and Matt Godfrey spoke about of like things they've learnt from this year was a great question, and they go into detail, and it's really nice. Them guys are at the absolute top of the game and sort of getting answers about what the most important lessons they've learnt this year in their fishing, and then feeding that back. It really makes you think about your own fishing. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. It's going to be a great watch. Some new products as well. We've got some new reels coming out very soon. A few other cool little bits that was on display, which I'll run the camera across as I'm talking. Yeah, a few other new little bits on display. Rigmate is something that Guru are now distributing on our spares site. So if you go to Tackle Guru spares, I think you can buy Rigmate from there. I've always thought, I make pole rigs up. I've made pole rigs all my life. It's easy. I sit here and I make them up. That's great. Why do I need something like a Rigmate to help me make them? But I had a good look at it at the show, and I'm very impressed. And I definitely want one. So please, Mr. Adam Rooney, can I have a Rigmate for Christmas?
But we did it, we pulled it off, and it's going to come out probably similar time to what we filmed it, so it's really relevant.
Yeah, and we've got a night
Got it. Got it.
Oh!
Have you got it?
No, I missed it.
Oh, you sucked him right
I
in.
did have a bite. And again.
You got him?
No, I had a little liner or something again. Plenty of fish there. I'd say there's plenty of fish there, and obviously around the weight.
Three of our seen
Carp and bream tricked on our best feeder reel.
Really? Look at that. That's another example of something we won't be showing the public.
We've watched F1s and carp hooked on the pole.
That's the big one.
Everyone shout, Steve's a wanker! Thank you, guys.